Hello, this is going to be a really quick video explaining how to remount your V10 centerpiece back onto the core. So this core is very similar to how the GAN centerpieces are. So if you have like your core, you have these little kind of teeth on the sides. We have a retaining part of the spring or maglev that will hook onto this part, preventing the centerpiece from coming out. And because this is new for MoYu, there's going to be a lot of confusion as to how to do this specifically for a MoYu cube. So we're going to go ahead and explain how this works. Okay, so first thing is we don't want the centerpiece actually dropping back into the core. So what I mean by this is once it's kind of back onto the core, we don't want it to kind of drop all the way down, because what that does is there's a chance for you to put the retaining part of the tensioning mechanism, which is here, on the release position. And when it's on the release position, it can spin all kinds of ways and then eventually just come out. So we want to make sure that that part is held up by the rest of the pieces. So the first step in actually remounting this is to put the pieces back into the puzzle. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So that will prevent this centerpiece from dropping back down onto the core. Now I'm going to go ahead and empty out this centerpiece with all of the stuff that was inside. So there should be a few things in here: a retaining piece, your maglev, or in this case it's going to be a spring, a cup, and then a little dial thing for the compression or adjustment or whatever MoYu decided for the specific cube. So first step, we're going to take our centerpiece and we're actually going to go ahead and put it through. So there's no, you can see the little teeth there, right? So how it works is it kind of grips onto the little slots on the where the Y and the U are here on the, or the Y and the M. So on the U and the O, that's kind of where it releases. So we want to make sure that we're putting this back in properly. It grips onto the teeth on the core so it doesn't pop out anymore. I'll show you exactly how to do that. So first step, we're going to go ahead and put the centerpiece back in, and this is now being held up by the other pieces around it. So that can't go down anymore because that's kind of where it's intended to be when it's fully assembled. We're going to take our gear piece and then we're going to make sure it's number side up, going onto the centerpiece like that. So it just sits in like that, number side up. We're going to take our little compression cup here, put it on top of the gear piece like that. And from here you can put in your maglev or your screw or your spring, whatever, down. And here I have the retaining piece. So here's where it kind of gets a little bit tricky. We're going to put our retaining piece over and we're going to press it down. And what we want to do is thread the core through that little piece. So what you need to do here is press down while turning just the top bit slightly until you kind of feel it just dip down. And once it's dipped down, you know that it's locked, or not locked into place, but in place where the core is. From here, we want to twist that a little bit more so it sets. We lock it in. So in order to lock it in, we want to make sure that you see those little teeth at the top and bottom of the clear center part. We want to make sure that those teeth are lined up with the M and the Y on the tensioning bit. So we just want to twist it slightly. And this might take a little bit of issues. I don't have nails to turn it. Just want to twist that slightly. So there it is. So you can see that now those little teeth in the top and bottoms of the core are now lined up with the Y and the M. So that's now locked into place. And now that is on the puzzle. And we just replace our cap. And that's how you would remount the tensioning bits on a MoYu V10.